I guess so. Okay, what I want to talk about is about how, see, it's the rich people that make fortunes out of the federal government. Everybody, and it seems to me they're the more conservative people, and they complain about people using the government when they're using the hell out of it, man. I mean, I really believe, and I don't have the data for this, but it seems that if we probably make more, billionaires, or actually we help more millionaires become billionaires than we do get people out of poverty. So there's two tracks you could use for the government. You want to get the big track and and get millions, or you want to get the lower track and get living expenses. Maybe if you're struggling, you probably want to start in the lower track, okay? And that's important to do, okay? But the big track has lots. I mean, billionaires and billions. I mean, look now. I mean, two big examples are, one is franchise companies. Okay, now if you have a franchise and you want to grow your franchise business, well, what it is the government will lend the people who buy your franchises, the government will lend them money. Okay, so they'll give them money. You don't have to give them money to buy your franchise. So you're getting them, people want to buy, say you want to start a chain of massage parlors or pizza shops or something like that, and the government will give the people who want to be a franchise of yours, they'll give them the money to give to you. Now, and you have a shitty franchise and they go out of business, they still have to pay the government back the money that they got from the government to pay to you. You see that? So they become billionaires, and that's true. I mean, so many franchises come and go quickly because they get the government to get the people who want to become their franchisees money to give to them. The franchise turns out to be a bunch of shit, and it goes under, and they got the money, though. They don't care. It's all over. They'll probably start another franchise business. Okay, that's one. Another thing is for-profit colleges, okay? This is another thing, okay? So if you have a training college, so you're going to train barbers or something like that, or have a special course or whatever, and what you do is get the person to take the course, get money from the government to give you to take that course. Or you could start a university. Nothing, if you're going to get billions, it doesn't matter if it costs you, a couple $100,000 to start it. So you get investors for that because you see that you have a built-in market. The government will pay for everything. The people won't do well in your university because all you want is get their tuition money from the government to give to you. They don't pay, they don't get a degree, they don't get anything except a bill from the government for the rest of their life to pay back the money, okay? And you already have it up front. So what do you care? I mean, like the people who started these for-profit universities, Phoenix and Strayer College or whatever they call it now or whatever, man, they're making fortunes out of it. And most people who go there don't even increase their wages. But what they do is they go in debt with the government to give the business or the so-called school the money, and they're stuck with the bill, okay? So the student, the university doesn't have to pay it back. So there's stuff like that. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Here's some other things that you could get like that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, SBA we talked about. Okay, there's something called training money. If you have a business, you could get training money, hundreds of thousands of dollars from the government to train your employees. You can get it as a small business, as a big business, or whatever. Okay, you get the money to train the employees, and you don't have to pay it back. Now that could be $1 million that way. So that's a training money for businesses. Here's another one. You want to start something in energy, conservation and stuff like that. Biden money has new grant money at the Department of Energy in the Inflation Reduction Act, approximately $3 billion, financing and the facilitation of tools support the build out of transmission lines and the e-vehicles, Tesla cars or anything you want to. They have so much money. I mean, it's millions and millions of dollars. So that's the Department of Energy. There's another thing. You want to go in the housing business. Well, there's something called, there's grants at local governments, county and state and things like that give developers $1 million in grants to help you start a project to make lower income housing, okay? Or you could use what's called the low income tax credits. That's where you could get $1 million back. And then you sell those credits to fat cats who get the money back. I mean, it's Ponzi schemes like you've never seen before, or I've never seen before. So whether you need $100 to make a payment on something for your car, or you need $1 million, to do something, man, the government is there. It's going to be the easiest place. And even if it's a loan, boy, it's better to have a loan from the government than it is from any commercial financial institution, because they'll send torpedoes from Detroit with a baseball bat to break your kneecaps or whatever. The government, forgives a lot of loans. They understand. They're there to give money to people who can't get it elsewhere. That's the important thing to remember. So that's why you want to always look first, because it's going to be friendlier. And it's for people who can't. If you go to any bank and get $1 million, man, God bless you. If you can't, then that's why you want to use the government and learn that. And that's what we try to teach people at Let's Go Help. And man, this stuff is there. It's a third of our economy. Everything in the government, everything in the United States, a third of it is government. So if you ignore that, you're ignoring a third of everything in front of you. I mean, to me, it's sort of like, I always use the expression, maybe you hate the government. And so that maybe you hate expressways. But if you want to go from Washington, D.C. to New York City, the best way is to get on that 95. That's an expressway, and it's boring as hell and a pain in the ass. But it's going to be long as hell if you don't. And that's the same with money. Maybe you don't like the government. It's a philosophy or whatever. Fine, more power to you. That doesn't matter. This is real, and it's legitimate. And it may not be the way you want it to be, but it's there. You have an easier way to get money? Go get it. If you don't, man, figure it out a little. Go and take you figured out a lot of things in your life that you didn't think so, like computers or driving a car, any of these things. And now it's going to be AI. And that's what I find AI is the easiest thing to learn, because it's all in English. You don't have to learn a computer language or some mechanical thing, how to crank up the car and make it go. No, it's all in English. So take some time and doing that, because it's a lot better to find stuff using AI than it is using Google, because Google wants to sell you something. Remember, that's what Google is, to get money from you to give to the people who advertise. And that's what 99% of the websites are. The websites that give you free money, you'll never find them in Google. Maybe you get lucky and find them. They're there, but you try to find them. You won't get out of that alive. They're there to pick your pockets dry. I'm sure they have better motives, maybe, but that's what happens, because the scammers use it, everybody, to get your money. So make sure you use the free one first, because there's somebody out there doing it for free, but you don't know. Let me tell you that, okay? I'll show you where it is. And also, we give out our own grants. We give out $75,000 every month to members for free. That's right, $75,000. I'm just shocked. I mean, that's like half our business every month we give out, because I'm old and I don't know what else to do with it. And people that are members need it more than we do. We pay ourselves first, we make a decent living, and now we give the rest to you, the members. Thank you for allowing me to do this. And I see the members appreciate it so much, and that's just a wonderful gift you give us back. So I thank you.